Hello, just wanted to show you my latest journal. It is a good size. It's A4 with 3 signatures, and I've used some beautiful lace and some lovely satin underneath. This is the satin here. It's for a seamstress who's turning 90, and she sewed a lot of wedding dresses as well as absolutely everything else. She knitted, she crocheted, she did everything. So it's quite exciting and special to be able to pass this on. We've got a tassel here that I've got a few little bits and pieces on, some beads and this beautiful little tassel. We've got some little love hearts because it's from a very beautiful lady who is her basically adopted daughter who I love, and a little bobbin and just some lovely golds and laces and beautiful bits and pieces. So on the front I've made a little wedding dress or a ball type dress gown, and used some gorgeous material for it. And I've got some lovely paper and material flowers. For the tie I've used, this is a stretch. I'm sure she'd know what it's called. But it's beautiful, and it's got a real little shine to it, which is lovely. And I made my own background pages, so I've got a kit to put together for it. I've got lots of tags. All my tags are writable on the backs, and I've sourced some old vintage ads and patterns and all sorts to be able to put into it for her. So we've got another little dress here that I've made, and a bit of information about her, a little pull down tag, and some beautiful laces. So I've got an old Target ad, a little soap ad from the 50s, and this one has also got an ironing ad, and I think that's crocheting or something like that. And a little photo of her when she was a lot younger. So there's lots of pockets with embroidery, tags, and some beautiful vintage knitting tags. And these are knitting from balls of wool that she actually used. So we've got them in there with my business card and a note from the bookmaker just on how to use this beautiful book, and little things like this little dress that I've put on the paper mannequin, and plenty of writing space, embroidery, some full pages of the kit. Oops. Some transfer papers that she had. There's beautiful little tags in here. And this one here was, this is an original of one of the some apron patterns that she had. So lots of vintage ads and some more knitting ads that are all tags. So the crocheted teapots or wool knitting ones, tea cozies, this gorgeous little vintage toddler knitting, and a lot of these are things that she's actually done or had herself. This lovely little pattern that I had, and then I've just put a bit of colour into it on Photoshop. I loved this one actually. This is a gorgeous little pattern. So the page, some of the pages I created, and some washi tape, or tea dyed paper. Another one of those little patterns there. Some old knitting ads. Another dress that I've made on a mannequin. This is really gorgeous. I love this little vintage piece. And there were some tags also that came from a little packet. Some doilies. Beautiful little transfers. And this one's got some different ads on it as well, some old vintage ads, knitting, and an old Banina ad, which was pretty cool. It's another one of those original pieces of apron with embroidery. It was an embroidery apron. Another vintage little lady I've got. There's one of those other little vintage ladies. She's gorgeous. And this one is a sewing pattern. All the tags can be written on the back. Another sewing pattern. And I've used just some beautiful materials, especially because she was a wedding dress maker as well as everything else. And I just wanted to make it look a little bit glamorous. Little lush. Some more teapot cozies. Some gorgeous lace. That's the third original. It's a lovely doily. And it's just one of those transfers. Some more ads. There's an old bobby pin ad. I think that was from the 50s. And this brunch coat knitting, sewing pattern. And this here is another photo of her little sewing room. Got an envelope in here with some pattern on the inside. And we've just made a little bit of a frill or a ruffle. All the tags are just lovely. Some beautiful lace. Another one of her gorgeous knitting ladies from the 50s. And another pattern there. And this is the back with another couple of more tags. Lots of beautiful materials, and I've left all the little bits and pieces hanging out because that's what sewing's all about, isn't it? And little, it's just beautiful to even touch the materials. And so I'm looking forward to handing this over and getting it sent off to this lovely lady who's turning 90. This beautiful lace and silk on it. just gorgeous. And this little tassel. Thanks for watching.